let's just get start with the reading. Everybody on YouTube, I'm sorry if I'm not as enthusiastic today. Migraine going on, so but we shall diligently. I just didn't want to skip again because next weekend is the weekend I can do both Saturday and Sunday streams again, but then the weekend afterwards I'm off again. So Jesus Christ. Okay, no, I'm just gonna do this. Good old grandpa stuff. Okay. Yeah, no, the webcam is just having a bad day, yeah, as you guys said. Everything's going to shit. But yeah, I didn't want to skip again because like we're so close. We're in the later half of the 2700s, and if I skip to today and then read Saturday, Sunday next weekend, but then the next weekend after that I'm gone. Like I will never get done with the 2700s. It's how I felt, and also I just, I skipped so many weekends already during the summer, so I was just like, I want to actually read today. Let's hope this, unless this gets really bad, then I probably will say I have to go, but right now it's still doable. So our first author, I just wish I could find out what the hell is wrong with my webcam though. That's the odd part. But for now, our author for the first SCP is Accelerando, which we had the... Do you think you'll get to series 4 before the end of the... Yeah, absolutely. Because if we have 4 weekends per month, and every weekend I read 20, then I should be able to get there by November. I would say November I should be by series 4. Accelerando has the last one we had of them was 2745, which was Linda per Hacks. That was the one with the giant office building. The closer you get to it, the more you shrink down, and eventually you shrink down so small that you actually start to see like almost like a whole civilization of well, not civilization, but it was like this like labyrinthian way, and you can also hear like singing in the distance. And that was the last one we had from Accelerando, and now we have Eccentric, Flailing, Air-Powered Dragons, and my camera is going absolutely bonkers, but guys, I think I'm gonna restart the stream real quick, because maybe it's Streamlabs and not the webcam, because now like you guys tell me if it's getting too... It's getting really distracting though, isn't it? Like it's not... It's looking horrible. Like just looking at it, it's like almost every second. But it's also on and off, which is odd. I wonder what caused this. Okay. Dash 1 and Dash 2 are currently contained in Cell 5 and 6 of Site 30 Aerial Containment. Interaction between both instances may be allowed on a weekly basis to maintain each instance's morale. Surveillance systems inside each cell may be equipped with additional protection if either instances of SCP-2760 attempts to manipulate them. You know what I'm gonna do? For the reading, I'm just gonna have my webcam off for the day. Because that must be annoying. I mean, for here I'm around, and this is fine because I'm not on this pod all the time. But for this, if it's constantly flickering, that's just not fun to look at. Description: SCP-2760 is a pair of autonomous air dancers designed to imitate Chinese dragons found in myth Each instance is composed of multi-pigmented strips of UV-coated nylon of approximately 6 meters in length on average. Both instances are notably lighter than other retail air dancers. Though no inconsistencies in the material each instance is composed have been found, no info has been found on any organization developing instances of SCP-2760. Both -1 and -2 are capable of flight through aerodynamic levitation. Each instance propels itself through control with movements within its general proximity. Very little lift is required to allow flight, and typical wind speeds around each instance averages at 20 to 30 kilometers an hour. Testing has shown that each instance is capable of wind speeds of up to 50 kilometers an hour while under duress, being kept under constraints, little social interaction, physical damage. Instances do not conform to a certain form while airborne and will often appear limp while moving, considering themselves as a piece of debris when traveling near humans. Normally, instances only utilize wind manipulation when ascending to the troposphere, but they rely on turbulence for transportation while airborne at high altitudes. Both instances will discharge air through the mouth and the back, causing it to rapidly convulse and thrash in the general direction of its destination. The purpose of this behavior and the placement of its air expelling holes is currently under investigation. -1 and -2 display basic sentience similar to cognition found in several animals, as no other instances of SCP-2760 have been reported or located. Each instance has only been observed in one-on-one interactions. Researchers have proposed that instances typically live in herds, though this is unlikely due to the instances requiring sustenance or protection. It has not been determined if each instance is capable of reproducing. Addendum B523, SCP-2760 was recovered while resting on the rooftop of a rural home in Isesaki, Gunma Prefecture, Japan. Oh, there we go. A manager of the car dealership with the redacted stated that he was notified by his employees regarding unnatural surveillance recordings of their recently purchased air dancer, which was located in front of the store. Further review of said footage reveal both instances of SCP-2760. Let me read what I read just now, because my mind did not keep any information in check. Okay, gotcha. Begin log 1412. 5th 23rd 2025. So 22/12/43. Both instances of SCP-2760 approach a non-anomalous air dancer resembling a human with tube arms located in the front of the car dealer. Oh. Yeah, this is like, pardon me, is it those like giant like inflatable balloon things that just like float around all the time? What happened to those? I haven't seen one of those in ages. 22/12/56. -1 circles around the air dancer and blows strong gusts of wind at it. Air dancer does not respond. 22/13/13. -2 notices a fan used to inflate the air dancer and repeatedly propels itself at it. -1 joins -2 in its effort. 22/14/43. Both instances. I did do some music, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. Both instances managed to remove the air dancer from its fan. The air dancer is blown into the air momentarily before falling to the ground. -1, -2 appear distressed. Both instances begin moving in an erratic and irregular manner. Yeah, like, well, it's not the SCPs are air dancers. Yeah, they're those things. So it's not a dragon. So it's supposed to look like this. Yeah, it's one of these things. Or this. But I think but yeah, this what they are seeing is one of they're seeing one of those guys, so they try to, like, you know, I guess help it to, you know, fly, but instead of flying it just flattened onto the ground. Peter's province begin moving in an erratic and irregular manner. 22:15 both instances promptly begin to ascend. 22:19:15 employee of car dealership exits store, does not notice broken air dancer, re-enter store at 22:19:30. Like, why? How do you not notice that? 22:19:30, no activity from 22:19:32, 22:24:19, 22:24:19. The air dancer shifts slightly and begins to demonstrate behavior similar to SCP-2760 by propelling itself upwards. Oh, okay, now it can starts flying now as well. The new instance flies haphazardly out of the camera's view at 22:24:58. Interesting. So looks like the air dancer is becoming, like, able to propel themselves into the sky, and becoming autonomous seems to be an infectious thing. Closing statement: empty AfroFluff 4 Birdwatcher has been dispatched to locate the new instance of SCP-2760, tentatively designated -3. Further experiments with other air dancers and air-based objects has been permitted to determine the full extent of -1 and -2's anomalous properties. Okay. Very, very... Camera, I swear to Christ. Pull yourself together. This is just not cool what you're doing. I don't even know why you're doing it. This feels like Jimmy Neutron got a blast. How come? How do you get to that conclusion? I thought more of like more of like all those like childhood moments where like you have like a balloon and a letter and you like go into the sky, but instead of a balloon it's actually like one of those air dancers. I also thought they take off. That's it. I mean, a lot of things take off, my guy. What about rockets? Apollo 13. What about the airplanes? What about the Power Rangers? What about the Gundam? Whew. I'm feeling the effects. The effects of not feeling so hot, but it's fine. It's one of those days. You get what I mean? Yeah. You know, yeah. I'm just saying. Bit of a niche reference, but I understand. I understand.